Good morning, students. This is 12th standard botany video class, video 3. In this video, we are going to continue the lesson plant tissue culture. Dear students, in the previous video class, we have seen what is plant tissue culture, basic concept of plant tissue culture, that is totipotency, differentiation, redifferentiation, and dedifferentiation. Then we have seen basic techniques involved in the plant tissue culture. It is divided into different steps. First one is the sterilization. Sterilization means get rid of microorganism from the plant tissue culture method, environment, culture room, nutrient media. And also sterilization of explant. What is the explant? A tissue, a cell or an organ which is going to be introduced for plant tissue culture method under controlled aseptic condition is known as explant. Then second step is media preparation, different medium, MS medium, B5 medium, white medium and NIST medium. And also we have seen what is agar. It's a complex mucilaginous polysaccharide obtained from marine alga, that is seaweeds, used as solidifying agent in media preparation. Then we have seen culture condition, pH, temperature, humidity and aeration. Then induction of callus. Then what is embryogenesis or embryos. Then hardening. Up to this only we have seen in the previous video class. Now we are going to continue the next topic, that is types of plant tissue culture. Dear students, this is the important 2-mark question. Write the different types of plant tissue culture. Organ culture, meristem culture, protoplast culture and cell culture. These are all the 4 types of plant tissue culture. First one is the organ culture. It is the process of culturing embryos, anthers, ovaries, roots, shoot or other organs of a plant on a culture media is known as organ culture. Second one, meristem culture. The meristematic tissues are present in the tip of a root, tip of a stem and also tip of a branches. So these meristematic tissues are cultured in the plant tissue culture method is known as meristem culture. Next one is the protoplast culture and cell culture. Dear students, these are all the 4 types of plant tissue culture. Now we are going to see the protoplast culture and cell culture in detailed manner. Dear students, see the protoplast culture. Protoplast are cells without a cell wall. So outer to the protoplast only, the plant cells are made up of with cell wall. So that protoplast are a cells of a plant without cell wall. They are bounded by a membrane is known as cell membrane or plasma membrane. Dear students, this and all you already studied in the lower classes. So protoplasts are cells without cell wall but bounded by a or surrounded by a cell membrane or plasma membrane. Using the protoplast, we can able to produce a whole plant from single cell and also develop the somatic hybrids of a plants. Why it's said to be somatic hybrids? Somatic, which means body cell, isn't it? So protoplasm is also one of the plant body cell, not covered with cell wall but bounded by cell membrane. By culturing the protoplast single cell, we can able to produce a whole plant or entire plant. That culture is known as protoplast culture. This culture is involved in the different steps. First one, isolation of protoplast. That means we have to separate the protoplast from the cell membrane. For that, we have to take a small bit of plant tissue from the leaf region to isolate the protoplast from the tissue of a leaf. For that, we have to immerse the leaf tissue in different chemical composition. First, it is immersed on 0.5% macrozyme and 2% Konosuga cellulase enzymes. Then after that, this leaf tissue is dissolved in the 13% of sorbitol or mannitol with the pH is 5.4. Then this protoplast tissue is incubated overnight at 25 degrees Celsius, that is temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. Then after that, the tissue is taken and it should be teased, gentle teasing. Teasing means separating the tissues of a cells. The protoplasts are obtained. After that, these protoplasts are transferred to 20% sucrose solution to retain their life activity, that is said to be viability. Then after that, they are centrifuged to get pure protoplast as different from debris of the cell walls. Debris means waste products. So to isolate the debris from the protoplast, it is centrifuged. That is the isolation of a protoplast. Dear students, this protoplast culture is very, very important. 5-mark question. Kindly note down. So the first process of protoplast culture is, what is that one? Isolation of protoplast. So we have to take a tissue of a leaf and placed in a different chemical substance to isolate the protoplast. First, placed in the macrozyme 0.5 and 2% Konosuga cellulase enzyme. Then after that, dissolved in 30% sorbitol or mannitol with pH 5.4. Then placed overnight at 25 degrees Celsius. Then teasing the cells, the protoplasts are isolated, that is obtained. Then transferred to 20% of sucrose solution to retain their vital activity, that means life activity or viability. Then after that, it should be centrifuged to isolate the protoplast from the debris, that is waste product of a cell walls. That is known as isolation of protoplast. The second step is fusion of protoplast. So the fusion of protoplast means we are adding or joining two different protoplasts. That is said to be fusion of protoplast by using the fusogen material. So generally, the fusogen materials are known as polyethylene glycol. Then the isolated protoplasts are incubated in 25 to 30% of PEG with calcium ions. So the protoplast shows the agglutination. What is agglutination? Formation of clumps of cells, that means mass of cells. Shows agglutination and fusion of protoplast. So what we have to do? We are using the fusogenic agent. We are incubated the isolated protoplast in 25 to 30% of polyethylene glycol along with calcium ions. The protoplasts are showing formation of clump of cells and fusion is taken place. That is known as fusion of protoplast. Dear students, see the diagram. This is the protoplast culture. First one is the young plant. We are taking the plant. From that plant, we are taking only one organ. What is that organ? Leaf. The leaf is placed in the beaker containing chemical substance for sterilization process. Then after that, we have to remove the epidermal region. Now, the peeled leaf which are showing only the segments of a cell. Then, the protoplasms are removed from the cells, that is known as plasmolized cells. They are placed in the enzyme mixture. The protoplasms are released. Then it is placed with the chemical substance, that is washing of protoplast, to isolate the protoplast from the different debris, that is waste materials. Now, many protoplasts are isolated. These protoplasts are placed in the particular plate, that is cell culture plate. Around the protoplast, the cell walls are regenerated. Then, mass of protoplasts are produced, there is clumps of cells. From that they are produced the unorganized, undifferentiated mass of cell is known as callus tissue. Then the callus are modified into differentiation, that means producing meristematic cells. Then after that it is differentiated into new plant with the organs. So these plantlets are introduced into the hardening process. They are produced the newly formed organism. So this is also one of the plant tissue culture only, but which one is we are isolating? Protoplasm is a cell which is present inner side of the cell, that should be isolated, and they are multiply in more, and it should be developed into a new individual by using the plant tissue culture method is known as protoplast culture. Dear students, I hope have you all understood what are all the steps involved in the protoplast culture. You have to explain with a diagram. That is the important 5-mark question. The another step is also there, that is culture of protoplast. That means how we can able to produce large amount of protoplast. Then selection of a somatic hybrid cells. These are all the 4 steps which is involved in the protoplast culture. Dear students, see the paragraph, that is 3rd step, culture of protoplast. So for this culturing of the protoplast, we are using Murashig and Skug medium, that is MS medium, in a liquid form. So this medium is modified into droplets placed on a plating or a microdrop array techniques. So these liquid mediums are placed in the plate, culture plate or microdrop array techniques. So the life activity of the protoplast is tested with fluorescein diacetate before the culture. So before placing into the culture medium, we have to check the viability, that means life activity, with the help of fluorescein diacetate. After that, the protoplast cultures are incubated in a continuous light, that means 1000 to 2000 lux at 25 degree Celsius. The cell wall formation is occur within 24 to 48 hours, and the first division of a new cells occur between 2 to 7 days of the culture. That is said to be culture of protoplast. The last step is selection of somatic hybrid cells. The fusion of product of protoplast without the nucleus of different cell is called a hybrid. Dear students, what is hybrid is a very important 2-mark question. The fusion product of protoplast, what is that one? Without nucleus of different cell. There is no nucleus inner side of the newly formed protoplast. That is called a hybrid. After that, the nuclear fusion is happen. This process is called somatic hybridization. What is somatic hybridization? That is also important 2-mark question. What is hybrid? The fusion of protoplast without nucleus of different cell is called a hybrid. After the hybrid, we are following the nuclear fusion. So this process is known as somatic hybridization. So these are all the different steps involved in the protoplast culture. Next, we are going to see the another type of cell culture, that is cell suspension culture. For this process, the growing of a cell in a particular culture medium with a single cell or small aggregates of cell in the in vitro liquid medium. So in vitro means, what is that one? Inner side of the liquid medium is known as cell suspension culture. What is cell suspension culture? Or write a short notes on cell suspension culture is a very important 3-mark and a 5-mark question. And also, what is cell suspension culture is the 2-mark question. The growing of a cell, including the culture of a single cell or small aggregates of cell. That means, what is that one? Clump of cells in vitro in liquid medium is known as cell suspension culture. So instead of protoplast, we are placing, what is that one? Single cell in a culture liquid medium and producing a mass of cells is known as cell suspension culture. So cell suspension is prepared by transferring a portion of a callus. What is a callus? Unorganized, undifferentiated mass of cell to the liquid medium, and they are doing for rotatory shaker instrument. That means along with the liquid medium, the cells are rotating with the help of the rotatory shaker instrument, so that the cells which is attached to the callus are separated. Then after that only these cells are used for cell suspension culture. So dear students, in this cell suspension culture, we are taking what type? What cell? Callus cell. The callus cell is a mass of group of undifferentiated, unorganized mass of cells. So we have to isolate the cell. We are placing this callus into the rotary shaker instrument to separate the cells from the callus. After separating the cells from the callus only, we are doing the process is known as cell suspension culture. Next one, production of secondary metabolites. So what is the secondary metabolites? Which is already present in the plant parts, that is enzyme, amino acid, vitamins, hormones. These are all known as the secondary metabolites. They are not directly responsible for the metabolic activities, but they are helping to the primary metabolites for the metabolic activities. So these secondary metabolites are produced by the culture is known as cell suspension culture. Like alkaloids, flavonoids, terpenoids and phenolic compounds and recombinant proteins. These are all the secondary metabolites produced by cell suspension culture. Is the book back question. Write the secondary metabolites produced by cell suspension culture. What is the answer? Alkaloids, flavonoids, terpenoids, phenolic compounds and recombinant protein. Dear students, secondary metabolites are chemical compounds that are not required by the plant for normal growth and development, but are produced in the plant as byproduct of cell metabolism. I told you, isn't it? So secondary metabolites are a chemical compounds. They are not involved in the metabolic activities for the growth of the plant and development, but they are produced in the plant as a byproduct of cell metabolism. That means they are also helping for the metabolic activities, but they are not directly responsible for the metabolic activities. So what is secondary metabolites is an important 2-mark question. Dear students, how the question will come for the question paper is, what is secondary metabolites? Give some example. What is the example? Alkaloids, flavonoids, terpenoids and phenolic compounds, recombination protein. What is secondary metabolites? They are chemical compounds. They are not required for the plant for normal growth and development, but they are produced in the plant cell as a byproduct of cell metabolism. For example, biosynthesis and isolation of indole alkaloids from Catharanthus roseus plant cell culture. So dear students, by using the Catharanthus roseus, in Tamil name Nithya Kalyani, from that plant they are producing indole alkaloids by using the plant cell suspension culture. This is the important 1-mark question. In which plant they are isolating the indole alkaloids by plant cell culture? What is the answer? Catharanthus roseus. So this is the production of secondary metabolites by using the cell suspension culture. Dear students, after the production of secondary metabolites by using cell suspension culture, they are scaled up, that means separated and automated using the bioreactor. What is a bioreactor? A biofermenter is a method to produce large amount of crops for commercial production. So for this production of secondary metabolites, they are using different steps. One is biotransformation, elicitation, and immobilization used to make the cell suspension culture more efficient to produce the secondary metabolites. So the few secondary metabolites are produced in the industrial purpose are given here. It is important. 3 mark and 2 mark question. The first one, digoxin is a secondary metabolite produced from Digitalis purpurea plant. The secondary metabolites are uses as cardiac tonic. That means for heart problem it is used as a tonic. Codeine, papaver somniferum, which is used as an analgesic. That means மயக்கமருந்து. Then capsaicin, capsicum annum, that is chili. Rheumatic pain treatment, that means the joints we are having the pain, that pains are removed by the secondary metabolites is known as capsaicin. Then vincristine from the Vinca rosea, old name of Catharandus roseus. It is anti-carcinogenics, that means it cures the cancer treatment. And quinine, Cinchona officinalis, is used as an drug for malaria disease, anti-malarial drug. These are all the different secondary metabolites and its plant resources. It's very, very, very important 2 mark, 3 mark question. Dear students, this is the secondary metabolites and its plant resources. I hope have you all understood different topics taught in the video class, that is protoplast culture and cell suspension culture. By using cell suspension culture, how secondary metabolites are produced, in which plant they have produced the secondary metabolites in the industrial purpose, and their uses also given in the table. After this, I conclude my video. Remaining, we will see in the next video class. God bless you. All the best, children.